Viswanathan Anand shows us why he is called the man of steel in this incredible counter-attacking masterpiece. So he was playing against Levon Aronian. So Anand is playing with the black pieces and Aronian is playing with the white pieces. So now this is the Queen's Gambit, and this is the semi-Slav defense being offered by Anand. So these are the opening moves. So once the opening moves are over, the the game goes to semi-Slav defense, the Miran variation. Now the pawn, the king, the pawn there was accepted, and this pawn move to b5 was paid, and the bishop gets pushed away, and Anand's bishop developed to d6, and Aronian castles on the king side, and Anand does the same. So now the queen creates a pressure on the h7 square over here, and after Anand's bishop developed to b7, pawn goes to a3, and now the rook comes just to c8 square, creating an extra attack on the uh, Levon's Aronian uh, queen, basically. So now the knight jumps to g5, creating an attack on the h7 square over here. Now it's being attacked twice. So Anand could lose a pawn, but he just ignores that, intend to ignore that attack and just move forward with this move actually. So he just ignores that attack on his attack by the knight on his pawn on the h7, and Anand plays this, creating a counter attack on the h2 square. So this could create a check, a nasty check, exposing the king of Levon, Aronian. So Aronian had to play the move f4, blocking the bishop's line of attack, basically. So after the pawns, the c into d4 happens, Anand plays this move. So here, now you'll be wondering what will happen if you take the bishop, the free bishop. I'll show you that towards the end. What will happen? So instead of taking it, Aronian just moves back and attack the knight, the undefended knight over here. Then Anand plays this. So basically, this pawn here is pinned, so you cannot take with this pawn. So if you take with this pawn, the queen will go here, and you'll have an incredible checkmate combination over here. So you cannot take this knight over here, but this knight is free. So I think Aronian, yes, he did take that knight, and now the check happens like this. So after the king moves away, the other knight accepts the bishop by, and now the Magnus Anand's rook got accepted, and now the knight retrieves, and now the queen goes after that knight. So here you cannot Anand just takes the knight. So basically you cannot, if you just take here, it will be a checkmate immediately, because the queen will go here, and you do not have this square, then there is no other option to close the check. So you are not able to take this knight over here at this particular point of time. So Aronian plays this move, and now Magnus responds with this, basically by placing his queen at h5 square, and now the Aronian's queen goes to d3, and after this move Aronian just resigned, because it's game over. Because here, if he does nothing, it's checkmate, because you can just take this pawn over here, because this pawn here is pinned and there is no space for the king to move, and it's checkmate. So now let's say you could play some other moves, and you could try the attack of this line of attack of this bishop like this. So because then this pawn is not pinned then, but you could still continue with the game like this, and even if this bishop is taken, it's checkmate, because after this forced moves, it's checkmate, basically. So here, let's say instead of knight e5, you could push the knight to here as well, and still the same combinations will happen. Now you could just try to take the sacrifice your queen, and the following combinations will happen, and after these following moves, the checkmate will happen like this. So this is an incredible game with incredible combination. So earlier I mentioned, if you just take here, it will be checkmate, and it will be checkmate like this. So you cannot take that free knight in this particular position over like this. So that was the game. So I hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll just show you one more position like this. So if you just take the uh, just one second. So if you just take this knight, the following, I'll show you a beautiful checkmate. So the queen sacrifices, and can sacrifice his queen, and and the queen will be taken by the rook, and the knight will jump like this, creating a checkmate like this. So an incredible game with incredible attacking combinations, and as you can see, still the knight, Aronian's knight is here in such situation, and basically it was a really counter-attacking game. Anand just ignored his attack on his king's side because it was not forced or anything like that. It would create forced counter-attacks, and it's a good steady material for any players at any level, basically. So thanks for watching. If you haven't followed or subscribed, please do so. Then we'll be coming up with more videos. Thank you.